Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, before we start our material today, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification, like, and comment ya. So, let's go! So, today we will learn about 7 tips teaching grammar for young learner. But before I explain the 7 tips teaching grammar, firstly, I want to ask you, are you know what is young learner and who's them? And are you also know what is grammar means? Okay, before we start our material, let's watch this video first, yeah.
Make your classroom active and hands-on. Children are kinesthetic learners. That means they like to move their bodies and move around the room. It also means they like to learn by touching and manipulating objects. They learn by doing. They need to be active and have lots of hands-on activities that encourage them to interact with objects and visuals. If possible, bring in real objects and incorporate projects that allow students to produce their own creations that further the learning process. Doing artwork, crafts, posters, and projects are great ways for learners to be active and make things with their own two hands.
So, after we watch the video, the young learner is a children who got studied English or any language. They are in elementary school student and they are around 6 until 12 years old. And also, the grammar means the set of the rules of making sentence structure in English. Okay guys, after we know the means of young learner and grammar, now let's move to the 7 tips to teaching grammar for young learner. The first tips is choose an interesting grammar topic. For teaching young learner, we must know what makes them interesting to learn something. It can be their favorite cartoon, animation, animal, people, robot, or etc. Now, after we know the things that make them interesting to learn, we can make that to be the topic for learn grammar in the class. Now, the second tips. The second tips is using English songs. As we know, young learner is like to listening some interesting and fun song. So, we can use some interesting song for teaching grammar, but don't give them song that not for their age, okay? Make sure that the song is suitable for their age. Example like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Hip, shoulders, knees and toes. Run, rain, go away, and etc. The third tips. The third tips is using English in some conversation. Try to use this method when you have a class with young learner. This method aims to make young learner familiar with English in their daily life. The four tips. The fourth tips is playing games or using games. This method aims to make the learning class more fun for young learner, but not forget the material that want to be delivered. The 5 tips. The 5 tips is stories and poems. As a teacher, we must can attract sympathy and attention from the students to learn, right? So, this method can attract attention from the students to learn about grammar, especially for young learners. The sixth tips. The sixth tips is teaching outdoors. These tips aims to be more easier to remember the English words for young children. because they can learn by direct interaction with nature and things around them. And the last tips or the seventh tips is don't stop with the grammar. We as teacher know that the grammar is important for English, but young learner can feel bored if we push them to learn about grammar. Instead, just teach them how to understand the sentence and conversations, then slowly insert learning about the correct grammar to them. Okay guys, that was the 7 tips to teaching grammar for young learner. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope this video can make easier to us when teaching grammar for young learner. See you soon on another video. Bye bye!